In today's video, I am going to teach you how to rename multiple Excel worksheets. When you work in Excel, it is common to have more than one worksheet in the same workbook. Maybe you have a sheet for each month, a sheet for each department, or even a sheet for different versions of a report. Excel lets you rename worksheet tabs, so your workbook is easier to understand at a glance. Today, we will rename multiple worksheets quickly, using the same simple process for each one. To begin, locate the worksheet tabs at the bottom of the Excel window. These tabs usually show sheet names, and they appear side by side. You may have several tabs, each with a current name that is not very descriptive. The first action is to right-click the first worksheet tab. Take a moment to make sure you are clicking the tab you want to rename first, not one of the other tabs. Right-clicking opens a small menu that includes options for renaming, moving, and other worksheet actions. Next, in that menu, click Rename. This tells Excel that you want to change only the name for that one tab. After you click Rename, Excel will switch the tab name into an editable text field. You will likely see the current tab name highlighted, or with a cursor already positioned where you can type. This is the part where you should look carefully, because being in the correct editing mode makes the next step much easier. Now, type the new name for that worksheet. Choose a name that describes what the sheet contains, such as a month, a topic, or a project. Keep in mind that worksheet names should be clear and not too long, since the tabs have limited space. If you are following a list of names, type the exact new label you intend to use. As you type, you can correct small mistakes before you finish. Once you have entered the new name, press Enter. Pressing Enter confirms the change. The Worksheet tab will immediately update to the new name, and it will look normal again, meaning Excel has finished editing that tab. This matters because if you do not press Enter, the rename will not fully apply, and your tab name may remain unchanged. After the first worksheet is renamed, the process is simply repeated for each additional tab. Move your attention back to the worksheet tabs along the bottom. Find the next sheet you want to rename. Then right-click that next worksheet tab. This step is the same as before, and it is important to right-click the correct tab so you rename the intended worksheet. After right-clicking the next tab, click Rename again. This will bring up the editing mode for the second worksheet name. As the text becomes editable, you can tell Excel is ready for input. This quick confirmation helps you stay on track while you work through multiple sheets. Then, type the new name you want for this second worksheet. If you are renaming several tabs in a row, it can help to focus one sheet at a time, so you do not mix up names. Keep typing steady and accurate, and make sure the new name clearly matches the content of the sheet. When the name looks correct, press Enter to save the change. You will see the tab update right away, which makes the workflow satisfying and efficient. At this point, the workbook is becoming easier to navigate, because the tab names now reflect what each sheet is for. Continue repeating the same sequence for every worksheet tab you want to rename. Right-click the tab, click Rename, type the new name, and press Enter. As you move through the tabs, you can gradually build a workbook structure that is organized and easy to find later. If you have many sheets, this repetition still stays straightforward because the steps do not change. That covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.